Very good morning, children. I am your SJ sir. Here we go to the seventh problem of the chapter Liquidation of Companies. Hope in the last class I gave this problem as homework. Those who are not done, see that, can work on the answer. See question number 16 next. XYZ Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/3/2015. The assets realized was stock 1 lakh, plant 75,000 and cash is there 625. So here you are given separately the assets being realized. Liquidation expenses, this you take against liquidation and legal charges credit side. If it is separate ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ stock ಮತ್ತೆ plant is being written separately, stock and plant. Next, creditors were 90,000, 8,000 were preferential. So remaining will be unsecured creditors. 90 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಹೋಯಿತು ಅಂತಾರೆ, the balance ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ 82,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Consider that to be as unsecured creditors. Debentures are there 80,000. Interest on debentures paid up to 31/7/14. ಇದು last paid date. Liquidation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವತ್ತು 31/3/15. This you have to understand. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೆ that have been telling you, if date of payment ಇದು date of liquidation ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ actually ಯಾವತ್ತು payment ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Last paid date is given this. Now after the date of liquidation, when is the final settlement made to the debenture holders is not given. Supposing this is the date of liquidation, assume on the same day, that is 31/7/15, if they are making a payment to the debenture holders, then you have to calculate for the entire 1 year, provided if a company is solvent. If company is not solvent, then you have to calculate till the date of liquidation. Ega date of payment kottilla. Date of payment is not given. See the question 11 so that you can understand. This is already being done. Illi nodi, liquidation date kottane 31/3/14. You can see here debenture holders were repaid in full along with the interest on 36/14. You can see this. ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ 36/2013 ವರೆಗೂ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋಟಿಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಡೇಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಡೇಟ್. ನೌ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಬೀನ್ ರಿಪೇಡ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೇಟ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ವರೆಗೂ, that comes to 1 year. Okay, for 1 year we have calculated here the interest. You can see here outstanding interest 80,000 into 6%. 6% for 1 year, 12/12. Aita, that is for the full year it is being taken anta. Aita, ade next ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಯಾವುದು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್? ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಡೇಟ್ ವರೆಗೂ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ wherein in this problem where I was telling you, that is in this problem, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ you have to calculate now from this date till where? Till 31/3/2015. ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So you have to calculate for how many months here. It comes to July end. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months it comes. Only for 8 months you have to calculate the interest. Got it? Other repayment date kottidre, you have taken till the date of repayment. But repayment date kottilla, so you go for till the which date? Liquidation date. Then remuneration at 3% on the amount realized except cash from the assets and 2% of the amount distributed to unsecured creditors excluding preferential creditors. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. On assets realized ಒಂದು, on amount paid to unsecured creditors. Only two heads. Okay. Then prepare liquidators final statement of account for each statement. So this is almost similar to the problem which 11th one. Similar like no problem. Okay, you can go ahead with the opening cash is there 625. Cash at bank is not there. And stock and plant as it is being given 1,75,000 what you can take. Outer column 1,75,000. Then you can take the totals there 1,75,625. Either total working out column 1,75,625. Secure creditors are not there, so many. Legal charges it is given, so you can take that amount 1,375. Deduct the same amount here. Balance everything 1,74,250. Next, what you have to do? Calculate the remuneration on assets. That is 1,75,000 into what percentage? It is 3%. So calculate on that. That gives you 5,250. You can do the same. And still the balance everything 1,69,000. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೀನಿ, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಪೆನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ಈ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಬೇಕು ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಟು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಸಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾರು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು. You have to calculate where from this date till this date. So how many? 8 months we calculate that. So 80,000 into 6% into 8 by 12. That gives you 3,200. 80,000 is the difference. Rate from the 6% is there. So for 8 months we calculate. That gives you 3,200. Next, principal amount you take up. That total 83,200 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ. Then you can go for preferential creditors. Next payment should be there for preferential creditors. It is given 8,000. So 8,000 payment ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದೇ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 77,800. But you see now the amount available, cash available is 77,800. But actual claim is 98,800. 82,000 is payable. So 82,000 is not sufficient amount is not there. This is less than the claim. Therefore, when you are calculating here the amount of what is the remuneration, take this amount only into 2 by 102. See the rate 2% is given. So go for 2 by 102. Take the same as a deduction amount here, minus that. So balance you are getting 76,250. That is the answer being given here. So 76,250 is the final distribution being made to unsecured creditors. So take that, find the totals. It should be the same. Next you can consider question number 17. Z Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 1/4/15 and its position as on 31/3/15 was as follows. All assets realized in cash 3,40,000. Total assets realized is given directly 3,40,000. Unsecured creditors are there 50,000, of which 6,000 are preferential. So remaining 44,000 will be the other unsecured creditors. There are 8% preference shares of ₹10 each and 1 lakh arrears of dividends are there. This total 1 lakh each total agi. 1 lakh into 8%, 8,000 it comes to. That is arrears of dividend for 1 year. So preference dividends are in arrears. 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 6 paid, it is 1,20,000. It's a capital payable. You can find now the new things here. Profit and loss account is there, general reserve are there. Well, after this format, see the notes part. After the format, under points to be noted, I have given the last point you can see. 9th point, profit and loss account, general reserve or any other accumulated reserves or funds should be ignored. Can you notice this? Now, this point you need to understand. Okay, because situation has come in this particular problem. This is what I was telling you. Now, you have to ignore these things. Already I have told you that as per that point number 9, which you can see here. It is given after the statement here. The 9th point could be there. So, you should have to ignore this particular item. So, ignore this, don't take. But they have also a right to receive 1/4 of the surplus remaining after paying the equity share capital. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು 50,000 unsecured creditors, ಇದು 1 lakh preferential creditors ಗೆ equity shareholders ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 3 lakhs ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, including this expenditure. But asset realized is more. Therefore, there is surplus amount ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. You have to understand there is a surplus amount. Now, out of surplus amount, who is eligible to get? Even the preference shareholders are eligible to get the amount. So, while writing now, you have to take like this. Preference shareholders arrears of dividend, capital, surplus. ಈ ರೀತಿ separate ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Equity shareholders ಅಲ್ಲೂ capital, surplus separate ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸತಿನೂ ಬರೆಯೋ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಒಂದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಟೋಟಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ನ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಡ್ಸು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. Pause it down and you can write down. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ ನೀವು. Well, now we can proceed. Cash in hand is not there, no amount is there. Cash at bank is also not there, but assets realized is given 3,40,000. Idu yavudu illa, amount realized on calls made. So take the total is same 3,40,000. Ade total ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ total na working note column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 3,40,000. Unsecured creditors, secured creditors are not there. Nil. Legal charges you can take 7,400. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 3,32,600 ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟರ್ಸ್ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆನ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ 4%. Take on assets realized 3,40,000 into 4%, that gives you 13,600. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ 3,19,000. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್? ನಲ್. ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್? 6,000. So take 6,000, deduct the same in the working note column. Still the balance you have 3,13,000. Next amount should be paid to whom? Unsecured creditors. ಈಗ unsecured creditors ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, T ಅಲ್ಲಿ 6,000 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 44,000 ಇದೆ. But 44,000 can be paid out of 3,13,000. Hence, when you are calculating here the remuneration, you take now 2% directly. 44,000 into 2%. That gives you 880. The total of column number CD. It is 14,480. Unsecured creditors amount barkoli adu 44,000 full amount can be paid to them. So now together this 44,000 plus 880 ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟರ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವೆರಡು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 44,880. Still the balance you have 2,68,120. Next amount is payable towards the arrears of dividends. Different shareholders here, arrears of dividend you can take. It is 1 lakh into 8% gives you 8,000. And the capital amount is there. Or capital amount they ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ direct ಆಗಿ 1 lakh. ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಗು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 10,000 shares into 10 each. So that gives you 1 lakh. ಈಗ ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 1 lakh plus 8,000. 1 lakh 8,000 you can deduct. New balance ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 1,60,120. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು 1,20,000 ಇದೆ. ಆ 1,20,000 ಇದೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ 1,20,000 ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ 40,120. ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಈ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 1/4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, they have a right to receive. ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ they have a right to receive 1/4 of the surplus remaining after paying the equity share holders. ಈಗ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು. 1,20,000 ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 40,120 ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ 40,120 in that preference shareholders are eligible to get a 1/4. So calculate 40,120 into 1/4. That gives you 10,030. ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈಗ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 40,120 ಇಂಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ 3/4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 1/4 ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ 3/4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪೇಬಲ್ ಟು whom? To the equity shareholders. So 40,120 into 3/4 that gives you 30,090. ಇವಾಗ ಇವೆರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ 1,20,000 plus 30,090 gives you 1,50,090. That is the answer what I given your amount at the end. Final balance distributed to equity shareholders in total including the surplus is 1,50,090. At the you more total ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ 1,20,030 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Dividend also you calculate. Dividend per share getting this you take it as 1,18,030 rupees. So total is 3,40,000. The total ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ 1,18,030 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ and you can copy down now. You can pause it down and you can copy it down. Next, you can see question number 18. S company went into voluntary liquidation on 1/4/2015, and the liquidator whose remuneration is 3% on all assets realized and 2% on amount distributed to shareholders, preference and equity. Realized all the assets 10 lakhs. The liquidator has realized 10 lakhs total amount, but he is eligible to get a commission on 3% on the assets realized and 2% on amount distributed to shareholders. This is new for you. ಆಯ್ತಾ. shareholders distribution ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so here in the notes part you can see I have given you how to calculate the remuneration on payment made to shareholders. You can find this commission will be equal to total cash available into rate of commission by 100 plus rate of commission. Always it is like this. Okay, rate by 100 plus rate by 100 plus rate. That is whatever the cash available to the shareholders. A shareholders ki payment ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ this is what you have to adopt. Okay. So I'll take the format once. ಇಲ್ಲಿ liquidators remuneration, assets realized on amount paid to shareholders. Preference shareholders, that arrears of dividends, again capital and surplus, as like in the previous column, take like same even this column also. Well, you can take cash in hand is not there. Cash at bank is also not there. And assets realized is given 10 lakhs. Take the same. And the total is also 10 lakhs. Next, we can take same 10 lakhs in the working note column. Secured creditors are not there. Nil. Legal charges you can take 18,000. Deduct the same. Balance you are getting 9,82,000. Now liquidators remuneration on assets realized 10 lakhs into whatever the percentage given, 3%, 30,000. Deduct that amount here in the working note column. Balance you are getting 9,52,000. Next, amount is payable to debenture holders. No amount is payable to debenture holders because they are not there. Preferential creditors you can take 12,000. So that now deduct the same 12,000. Balance you are getting 9,40,000. Now the amount payable to unsecured creditors. You know about in India 1,36,000 only minus 12 balance 1,24,000. But sufficient amount is there. So therefore, when you are calculating here on amount paid to shareholders, so the last one. So you can take unsecured creditors 1,36,000 minus 12,000. So balance will be 1,34,000. Deduct the same 1,24,000. Still the balance 8,16,000. Next, what you have to do? Take now. This is the total 8,16,000. Payable to whom? Payable to the shareholders. In a very narrow the next payment shareholders, preference shareholders and equity shareholders. So this is the amount payable now. 8,16,000 to 2 by 102. So balance 16,000. That is 16,000 deduct ಮಾಡಿ balance ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 8 lakhs ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಈ 8 lakhs ನೀವು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? shareholders distribute. Now you calculate, see this 8 lakhs into 2% ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ exactly 16,000. That is what we say here. 2% on the amount distributed to shareholders. So 8 lakhs is the balance available. Now this 8 lakhs into 2% ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ exactly 16,000. So this entire amount goes to whom? To the shareholders. Here preference dividends. So arrears of preference dividends 3 lakhs into 6%. 18,000 and the capital is 3 lakhs. That is CS deduct 3,18,000. And the balance is taken again 4,80,000. Okay. Capital 1,80,000 capital. So deduct and the balance is taken 3,02,000. Now this is the surplus. 3,02,000 is the surplus. 3,02,000 into 1/3 monthly. That is a surplus amount paid to the shareholders. And the balance amount 3,02,000 to 2 by 3. That goes to the equity shareholders. So those two totals also we can take. Now find this total comes to 10. Calculate dividend also there. pause it down and come down. This will be your homework problem. Question number 19. Do by yourself. MN company went into voluntary liquidation on 1/4/18. The liquidator is entitled to a remuneration of 3% on the assets realized and 2% on the total final amount distributed to all shareholders. That is what is given. The following was the position as on 31/3/18. Assets realized is given 5 lakhs. Liquidation expenses 7,000. Creditors including salaries and wages to 6,000. This is the preferential creditors. And loans is given 25,000, of which assets offered as security realized 18,000. So 25 only, 18,000 was realized. Assume this is the secured creditors. So take secured liability. When you take here, secured creditors payment to 18,000 plus. And then make it to automatically they come under the preferential creditors. So I'm sorry, unsecured creditors. When you show unsecured creditors, what you do? Here unsecured creditors on the first level, what you do is this 68,000 minus 18,000 minus 6,000. Again I'll repeat, 68,000 minus 18,000 minus 6,000. So balance of 44,000 is 44,000 is again unsecured creditors. Okay. And preference shares are given 1,50,000. And dividend paid up to 31/3/17. So up to 31/3/18 and 1 year again ಅದು outstanding dividend ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು preferential capital payable these two you can ignore as like in the previous two columns. Okay. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನದು secured creditors ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದು 18,000 ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. Under the articles of association, so 1/3 of the surplus is payable to the equity shareholders. So therefore 2/3 will be to the equity shareholders. Okay. This is your homework problem.